Amazing Grace is another Percy's Fast Food Toy Story.
Amazing Graces!
Another Percy's Fast Food Toy Story.
Yay! Amazing Graces!
Another Percy's Fast Food Toy Story.
Yay!
Hello, what's up guys? My name is Percy and I'm the Guinness World Record holder for the largest collection of fast food toys. Yeah, baby! And I'm here once again to tell you another amazing and stupendous and awe-inspiring Percy's Fast Food Toy Story. And so for today, this is so exciting because I just received this wonderful package from my good friend Jeff Consulta and wife. Okay, the one I've been telling you about in my previous vlogs. Jeff is a colleague of mine. We're hired at the same time in Manila Bulletin, so basically we're at the same age, or we're contemporaries in as far as our being hired in Manila Bulletin is concerned. Now he has a wife who happens to be a stewardess, and sometimes the wife would go to different countries, and every time she steps into a country and go to various fast food restaurants there, they sort of think about buying for me some of the toys, and this is probably one of those wonderful gifts. I think they're really very thoughtful for actually having considered that, even if it's such a hassle. I mean, of course, when you go to different countries, you have all sorts of other other plans in your mind, but to be able to set aside, earmark some days or a couple of hours to go to fast food restaurants and then buy for themselves toys is something that I'm very appreciative about. Okay, so today we have this fascinating toy, and it came with a box. Look at this. This is Hungry Jack's Kids Club meal. Okay, look at that. This is the box of the Kids Club meal of Hungry Jack's. Incidentally, Hungry Jack's, if you look at the logo, is somewhat the same as Burger King, which is rather suspicious. Could this be some sort of a trying hard imitator of Burger King? Well, not at all. This is actually an official subsidiary. This is the official franchisee of Burger King in Australia. Okay, so there you go. So the wife of Jeff went to Australia, and then she tried this unusual fast food restaurant. Well, which turns out to be not so unusual after all, since this is basically just like Burger King, but with a different name. Because I don't know, probably when you franchise Burger King, it puzzles me why they had to change the name. Why not Burger King? Beats me. Well, anyway, so Hungry Jack's is basically just like Burger King in Australia. So it's one of those very popular stores, franchise restaurants of Burger King in Australia. Look at that. This is great. I love the box. I'm so impressed. Now, it came with the toy, and the toy from Hungry Jack for this month of February 2020 is none other than, ta-da! Oh, look at that. Okay, as I was saying, so we have this toy from Hungry Jack, and it is obviously a yellow emoji. Okay, so this is great. So the ones that we typically use when we're trying to give messages on Facebook or in other social media platforms. Now we have them in three-dimensional form. So this is it from Hungry Jack's. Let's open it up. Better be careful because this particular plastic contains some logo of Hungry Jack. Wait just a minute. Really? Okay. Oh, there you go. Ooh, this is so exciting. Wow. Unfortunately, we never got a chance to taste the food that's being served in Hungry Jack. But since it is a subsidiary or a franchise a franchisee, a franchise of Burger King's. More or less, my hunch is the burgers are somewhat the same as that of Burger King's, and the other fares of Burger King would most likely be available in Hungry Jack. Now, as far as the Burger King is concerned, I particularly love their onion rings. I don't know about you, but they are just delicious. I mean, in place of French fries, I usually get the onion rings of Burger King's, and I think that's also the same onion rings that you get in Australia. Anyway, I also love before they used to serve this chocolate fudge pie from Burger King, and I just love that. It's one of the best desserts that I've ever tasted. Okay, now we proceed before we get lost in this reminiscences of wonderful and amazing Burger King food. Let's go with the toy. So this is it. This is our emoji. It is round, and it is, apparently this emoji would connote some happiness and playful happiness, and is even sticking his tongue out just to tease the friends that you're trying to give a message to. So this is really a fun emoji, and basically when I received it, I was about to actually contort my face into the same facial expression because I'm really so ecstatic and so happy and so appreciative at the thoughtfulness of Mr. and Mrs. Jeff Consulta. So a big shout out to Jeff and his wife. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this wonderful gift, and I must say this is just an amazing grace. So once again, guys, let's try to be thankful for every amazing grace that come to our lives, be they in the form of this Hungry Jack's emoji toy from Australia, down under. So Hungry Jack's is basically peculiar to Australia. It's exclusive to Australia, but yeah, it's basically just like Burger King, but renamed as Hungry Jack to make it really very exclusive to Australia. And also be thankful to friends just like Jeff and his wife. Thank you so much, Jeff and Mrs. Consulta, for this wonderful gift. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude. I know I think these words of thanks are insufficient still, but nonetheless, thank you, and I really appreciate this wonderful gift. Or basically, guys, let's be thankful for every amazing grace that come to our lives, be they small or big, be they seemingly insignificant or the truly eventful ones, or just about every amazing grace that make our lives a lot more happy and jolly. And thank you guys for always tuning in to Percy's Fast Food Toys, and I hope to see you again with our next one. So until then, bye bye and see you around.